Awesome.
That one, the car
right.
down. That one.
Ooh, look at the speed on that.
Stay with me. Stay with me, brother. You're good. You're good. I got you, man. I got you, man. I got you. I got you. You good? Talk to me, man. Talk to me. You good?
Okay.
Talk to me, man. You good? Talk to me.
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah.
Awesome. You're good, man. Last one. Hey, you're good, brother. Let me write the time. Awesome. Here, take a seat. Take a seat. Are you good? You hurting anywhere else?
No, it's tight.
Awesome, brother.
Ooh, he got that joker strapped up. So how's that feel, Stan? I don't think I can feel my toes. Can they still wiggle? Hey, look, man, and that will save somebody from dying or bleeding out. And now, only keep this on for.
So you're gonna have that on until medical comes and gets you. They're gonna go from there. So we're not fixing you up here by any means. I'm stopping the blood. I'm calling 911. You're getting care flight or someone's picking you up. And that's why I put the time. I'm gonna pass you off to the next echelon of care.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And food for thought there, people who don't think about enough. If you're here with Football TV, listen, we've got our guy Stan Iron Sharp K9. Now, Stan spends a lot of time with the police. I don't know why that is, man.
On the good side of the police.
Okay. He was on the bad side, too, to be clear. Now, Stan has experience, unfortunately, in getting bit in all kinds of ways, shapes, and forms. We're talking pinky toe. We're talking, I've got a video in my phone of a Rottweiler putting a tooth through his hand. You got your thigh bit. Face bit.
Abs.
Yeah.
Forehead.
I'm talking bites, people. I'm talking leaking blood. So Stan, what he's never done actually is learn how to put a tourniquet together or stop the bleeding. And
we usually just wrap it up really tight.
And guess what? This fool go right back to work taking some bites.
So, you gotta do what you gotta do. The work gotta get done.
He's like, the dog's good, I'll survive. Let's get these dogs back going. This dude is one of the most committed people I've ever met in this space. And we've got commitment number 2. Our guy Tyler, man, who's giving us, again, we're back at Checkmate. He's gonna put us through a whole ringer. This episode's about Stan. Stan first and foremost, because y'all know I'm not taking no bites. It's like this. Jamie Foxx said, anybody hit me, they gonna get fired. So in this case, Stan needs to learn how to do a tourniquet, and it might help Jamarcus one day because Jamarcus got bit by his own dog. Hey, our dogs get worked up, bro. They start losing sight. I seen Bregg's dog bite his kneecap.
Yeah, it happens.
Man, say.
Boop got me the other day. He hit me on my knee.
Ain't nobody biting me. So he's gonna walk us through putting the tourniquet together, all the things that you should know. Can they buy this in the store?
Yeah, absolutely. You can buy them in the store or online. These are trainers, which is why they're blue. You don't want to train with the ones you actually carry just because they'll get worn out. Don't leave them in your cars in Texas. They can get warped, right? So you want to keep them in good condition. So I don't ever train with the one I actually carry on me. It's a Cat 7 tourniquet. These are the best in the business. Snake Staff Systems also makes some really good smaller ones for carry purposes. So I do carry one of those as well. But yeah, so I have a lot of these in cars, in bags, in different med bags, and we're gonna do a tourniquet, brother.
Let's do it.
So you said you've been bit in your thigh. Where were you bit?
Right here. It was actually in these.
My man. Okay.
Same pants. It was right there.
Okay, so are you familiar with the femoral artery?
That's the big one that goes there.
Yeah. So your femoral will run right here, right where you got bit. You can bleed out very fast if your femoral is severed. So we're gonna go over it today. You can stage your tourniquets a lot of ways. I like to stage mine where they're already looped through, right? And then I have this little flap right here so that I can pull it tight, right? Time is not on your side in these kinds of scenarios, right? So we're gonna go over getting that tourniquet on. You wanna get it up very high as you can, over the wound. Pull it tight, as tight as you can.
And this won't make the leg start squirting blood.
It's to stop the squirting. So if it's currently squirting, right, and you start cranking down, you ever kink a hose, like a garden hose?
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. You're gonna you're kinking the garden hose.
And you gotta kink a vein.
Yep. So you're gonna twist it till you can't twist it no more. Put it in here, take this flap, and then you're gonna write the time that you applied the tourniquet so that when you do get to the next echelon of care, they can know, hey, he's had that tourniquet on too long, stuff like that, right?
How long is too long?
You don't want to have it on for more than, you know, maybe like an hour. You have like a golden hour. You want to get seen by medical attention as fast as possible, right? So they'll deem it, but we want to stop the bleeding, right? So we don't want to be able to feel a pulse in the leg. We don't want to be able to get anything underneath this tourniquet. And usually your person that you're applying the tourniquet to, the patient you're treating, you want them to actually be more focused on the pain you're causing from how tight this is than the pain of the injury that you're treating, right? So you want them yelling about how tight this is. Let that take the focus, right?
Remember that movie Major Pain? You want me to show you a trick, take your mind off that pain?
There we go. You need a gold tooth, man.
He'll break that leg. So one of the things that we don't do enough of is talk about the importance of safety. And Stan and I, we haven't gotten into it, but I had to be very clear with him one time about making sure that Jamarcus was safe, because he's more valuable behind that camera to me than getting bit in a suit. And you think getting bit, working dogs, is entertaining, but keep in mind, unfortunately, the professional who does it for a living has been bit more times than he probably should. And it's not a bad thing. Accidents happen.
That's about every 1,000 bites. So it's a good percentage.
Hey, but a good bite will set you back a long time.
I'm reaching my quota. So I haven't had a clean bite, so I've been lucky. I call myself one tooth. I usually catch one tooth whenever I do get bit.
One tooth Stan.
Yep.
Yeah. So when they turn around and get a clean bite, that means they got a good chunk of meat.
Yeah. So my worst bite was this one here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I went to smack a dog and she turned and caught me instead. And this
what was you
bled
smacking her for?
Oh, we were trying to piss her off.
Oh.
Yeah, we were working some civil stuff. I didn't have no equipment on. I didn't have a whip or nothing. Trying to piss her off. I was like, let me see if I can do this.
You got to make sure we clarify for y'all start losing y'all shit in there.
Yeah.
Look, when you're working
You got
a
in
dog,
the trash again.
Yeah, no.
I'm just playing.
When you're working a dog, you literally want to make sure that I mean, these guys, I've seen Stan get a dog. Woo! And you were like, yo, you sure you want to deal with that dog?
You got to do what you got to do. I mean, these people are coming to us to be safe, so we got to make sure that the dog knows exactly what they're supposed to be doing in any situation.
There you go.
Got to try to recreate it as close as we can to a real.
So in today's episode, we talked a little bit about safety to start. Here's the trick. Now we're going to bring the old man out. What was that show you was on?
America's Top Dog.
So America's Top Dog, season 1, Stan took Rocco. Rocco did a little house investigation. And he was doing more drug work. Yeah. But Stan can tell Rocco to, what's the word? Souk. And souk means go search the house. Now something ugly happened if Rocco find you in his house. I'm gonna say that right now. And I think the nigga old now, so he see now.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, I wanna go.
So he like this, it get real ugly real fast for you. So we're gonna show you the walkthrough of Stan getting a breakdown of where the house is. Then Stan's gonna work through walking through and clearing rooms and using his dog and what that looks like. Does Rocco still listen?
Yeah, he knows what he's supposed to be doing. He's a blockhead, so he's an independent thinker.
But I like Rocco better because Rocco don't bark. If you put him in a down position.
He's gotten to the point now, he's
a little noisy.
He's more vocal now.
See, now back in the day, you'd say, hey, Rocco, down, and you wouldn't hear no noise. He could leave him down like 100 yards. I kid you not. We walked up a whole hill one time, and he'd whistle, and that, I mean, dude, when I met, I've always enjoyed Rocco, man. So even seeing what he's going to do today, and then Tyler walking him through where a dog would want to be in this position, because if you got a yappy dog, the dog's kind of giving you away. Now the upside is they come get the dog and put a hole in their head. But at any hoot, stay tuned, people. Stan's episode today, Iron Sharp K9, Checkmate Tactical. We're gonna walk through. Stan's got his weaponry, so he's gonna pull out one of his pinky. He got a pink little leopard gun. I mean, it's like a pink 22 AR. I've never seen this shit. And as always, take care of your dog.
Gun to shoot.
Question real quick about the tourniquet.
Yeah.
Is that why people use belts and stuff like that as an alternative?
Yeah.
If they didn't have a tourniquet available?
Now it
Yeah.
all makes sense, man.
Yeah, and having to use a belt, not a good situation, right? Because you cinch it and you lock it, right? If you have a belt and it's going in and out of the tightness, it's gonna allow blood to keep flowing, right? So, but yeah, if you don't have anything, a belt, or like you said, you wrap something tight, rip up a shirt, get it tight, do what you can. What you can do is actually you can do a makeshift. You can get a shirt, tie it up, put a stick through it, and then crank the stick down, right? So there's options, but Or you could just buy a $30 tourniquet. You know, it's $30. It'll save your life. You know,
and that's important. Look, again, we don't think about safety enough. Not in walking through our house, not in clearing each room, not in how we could stay alive, not how we could protect our others. And then if something does happen and someone gets shot and the bleeding starts, how do you stop the bleeding? And as we repeat, we're going to put some overlays here. I'm gonna have Stan even text me all of the videos that he's got of him being chewed up. There's some scary moments in this guy's life where I've seen some effed up stuff. I go, dude, this is a dog you know? And even Jamarcus, you know, that time he got bit by his own dog Nala, he was like, I can't believe she did this. But she was just acting like a jackass. So, yeah, she bit the shit out of
got
him.
another artery right there, man.
Yeah, that's my point. And he knows where all the arteries are. And the worst part about an artery is that it keeps leaking. There's a lot of blood flowing through that area, man. So it's just like, it's pouring.
Yeah.
And you got to stop it quick.
Yeah.
Guys, so stay tuned. Tyler's going to walk Stan through the walkthrough in itself. We're going to bring the old man out. Take care of your dogs.
So say I get bit here or here, right? You don't want to put this on the wound. What'll actually happen is your arteries are like rubber bands. So if that gets severed, it can actually snap up. So if you get hit here, it can actually go up into your groin. So you can run this tourniquet. If it doesn't stop the bleeding, then you're gonna have to go to packing, right? But if I get bit here, I'm always gonna try for the tourniquet if I can, but I'm gonna go up as high as possible again because I'm kinking the hose. But it will snap up and it'll go up a couple inches. It can suck up pretty high. So that's why you're always gonna go above the wound as high as you can.
Above the wound as high as you can.
And when you say packing,
that's through gauze, right? Like say you take a bad bite up here or, you know, somewhere else where you can't stop the bleed any other way. You're going to want to pack, which we have some packing gauze as well. You're going to pack it as deep as you can. You're going to put your finger in the wound with the gauze, and you're actually going to feel water flow. It's blood. But yeah, you're going to
water flow.
Yeah, so you're going to feel
Let off all out.
Yeah, so you'll be in there. You'll feel where it's coming from, and so you'll focus on packing until you're not feeling that, and maybe wrap after you're done with the pack.
So should they carry gloves with them as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
There we go.
Just those blue gloves. Yeah.
I'll be like this. Let's get to it, buddy.
Yeah.
You might have to move a little faster than that.
then your arm, right? So like, if you get bit in the leg, you know, you can get this on. If you get bit in the arm, you got one arm, right? To apply. So that's why it's important with the staging process to be intentional with it. If you don't have this staged right, you bought it as is, it's still in the plastic wrap and everything, and then you're bleeding from your artery right here, and you're trying to weave it through here, that's not happening. So this way, you can still fold it up, you can keep it staged in a pouch just like this, like you see here, right? If something happens, I'm just ripping this out, and it's just like this, I'm opening it up, I'm gonna put it on my body, take this little tab, right, and I can work it. So I'm working it. Make sure you have room for this, right? You don't want to get this jammed up in an armpit or something. So make sure that's where you have room to crank it. Cinch. Wrap. And you're going to crank it.
Man, that's when Soldier Boy comes out.
Man.
You! Why me leaning, why me rock?
Sick bicep pump.
right? So some curls.
Oh man.
And then always this so that your windlass doesn't come out. If your windlass comes out, blood's coming out. Right? You make sure your time pocket goes over. And you're not messing with it. Even if it keeps bleeding, say you put one here, it fails, put another one on over it. Don't undo the other one. It's still probably doing something, just not as much as you need it to. So if you put one here and you've still got some blood coming out, apply a second tourniquet above.
Woo, people, man, I tell you, look, we've learned a lot ever since we came out here. Stan looks confused because that means he's learning a lot. Safety is probably one of the most expensive things on earth. And again, we're here to be as safe as we can in our home. People, stay tuned, take care of your dogs, and look, get one of these situations right here.
Cat tourniquet.
Cat tourniquet.
And you said they had a smaller one as well.
Yeah, my buddy has one. Hey, Forrest, real quick, can I see your snake staff tourniquet?
Snake staff.
So he carries this in his pocket every day. Has this clip here, so it bites your pants so it won't fall out or anything like that. And you just slide it out of here. You can see it's much smaller, but it does the same thing. It has a glow stick as well, so if it's nighttime, you can crack that so people can see you have a tourniquet. And different locking mechanism, right?
Dudes live in a different world, man.
This one, instead of this pull tab, it has this to lock it in.
You say, damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
Stay tuned.
Hey, bro.